I got exposed to MagnaWave after I've been doing this for 39 years.
Okay.
I have seen more miracles and have documented more miracles than you can imagine. I didn't think at this stage of my life and my career that I would be exposed to something that could almost change the entire concept of how I viewed medicine.
Interesting.
Or that I wouldn't get exposed to something that would make such a dramatic impact. And then, through a really dear friend of mine, the lady that actually created and directed and produced the documentary Buck,
right,
about Buck Brannaman,
right,
the horse whisperer, she kept on pushing for me to go to some chiropractors because they had this thing called the MagnaWave.
Right, right.
And I trust this person immensely. I knew what she was talking about had to have some validity to it, but I was so busy. It was like, yeah, I don't need to be exposed to something else. I get exposed to 3 to 5 new things every single week. Things
right.
that cure cancer, they're
right.
the most amazing supplement. And after a while, you have to shut your mind to it because you can't assimilate all of that new information and new products and be a worthwhile practitioner because you just get confused. So finally, I said, okay, Cindy, and I went to these chiropractors'
right.
house the day before they were leaving to do an in-depth study on MagnaWave therapy for horses down in Florida. And I got treated on the mat, and it blew my mind. And I got off the mat, my shoulder, it was the only part that was wrong, but the MagnaWave mat knew, quote unquote, where my problem was.
Where you had an issue.
The person that was on the mat before me was a very healthy 27-year-old guy who had severe irritable bowel syndrome. And while he was on the mat, I was watching his abdomen go like this to a point he asked him to turn it down. Then when I got on the mat...
They hadn't changed the setting, I presume.
Well, no, they turned it up more for me.
Oh, okay. All right.
And it affected only my shoulder. And I'm sitting there feeling this amazing sensation in my shoulder. And I look down, and then I look at the chiropractors, and I go, why isn't my abdomen pulsing? And she smiled, and she said, because it knows. And while I was getting treated, my mind was getting blown in with the same exact mat, hooked to the same exact machine. Why was his area of pathology pulsing? And it was different than my area of pathology. So I was getting blown away.
Right.
And then my 10-minute treatment was done, and I got up and I went like this, and I said, oh my God, where did the stiffness go? What is this? So I looked at the chiropractors, and I just begged them not to go to Florida the next day, because I wanted this treatment every single day.